Sing all. See that you join with the congregation as frequently as you can. Let not a single degree of weakness or weariness hinder you. If it is a cross to you, take it up, and you will find it a blessing. Sing lustily and with good courage. Beware of singing as if you were half dead or half asleep, but lift up your voice with strength. Be no more afraid of your voice now, no more ashamed of its being heard than when you sung the songs of Satan. Such are John Wesley's rather stern instructions to all who would raise their voice in praise and worship. Perhaps no single family affected more the musical landscape of England. Like the great Bach dynasty of Germany, the Wesleys' combined contributions transformed English music forever. Chiefly remembered as the founder of the Methodist movement in Oxford, an evangelical revival of the Church of England, John Wesley, together with his brother Charles, often referred to as the sweet singer of Methodism, penned well over 6,000 hymns. Today, many of their most popular hymns are still sung in churches around the world. Charles' son Samuel displayed a great musical promise from a young age. Proficient at the harpsichord at the age of 6, and having published his first set of sonatas by the age of 12, he soon went on to be celebrated as one of England's finest organists. He was hailed by Mendelssohn as the father of English organ playing. Samuel held the distinction of being appointed the first organist of the Grand Lodge of England upon the institution of that position in 1812, and indeed composed a rather substantial collection of Masonic odes and anthems. An enigmatic character at times, Samuel converted to Catholicism later in life, and even composed a mass for the chapel of Pope Pius VI, for which he received a papal commendation. But he continued to write music for the Church of England until his death. His output not only includes keyboard and choral works, but also chamber music, concertos, overtures, and symphonies, earning him the rather affectionate name, the English Mozart. Samuel's eldest son, Samuel Sebastian, was named as a result of his father's lifelong admiration for the music of J.S. Bach. And like his father before him, Samuel Sebastian displayed musical promise from an early age. After singing in the illustrious choir of the Chapel Royal as a boy, Samuel Sebastian embarked on a career as a musician. He subsequently held the position of organist and choirmaster at several of England's greatest cathedrals, including Hereford, Exeter, Winchester, and Gloucester. Famous in his lifetime as one of the country's leading organists and choirmasters, he composed almost exclusively for the Church of England, which continues to cherish his memory. He wrote several rather late examples of verse anthems, a choral form first developed during the Restoration period, which contrasts unison and contrapuntal sections with smaller, more intimate passages for solo voice or voices. Of these, the beloved and popular "Blessed be the God and Father" is perhaps the finest example. One notable feature of his career was his aversion to equal temperament, an aversion he kept for decades, even after this tuning method had been accepted on the continent and even in most of England. The impact and influence of the Wesleys on English church music cannot be understated. Indeed, without their fervent zeal for evangelism and deeper understanding of faith, churches might still today be singing nothing more than metrical psalms. The Wesleys, their music and their poems, transformed hymnody and choral music forever.